Hey YouTube, this is Alexander and I'm back with another video, this time giving you my thoughts on the HTC One Google Edition and the Galaxy S4 Google Edition. So let's get started. Okay, so the Google Editions were announced earlier this year. The Galaxy S4 will come with LTE, expandable storage, the same hardware, no camera features, and will be available on June 26th for $649. That's off contract. And the HTC One will be available for $599, also June 26th. Now those won't come with any of the software goodies that come along with Sense and TouchWiz, and the HTC One's IR Blaster will not work. The home buttons will still remain the same, although I believe they might be remapped, not quite sure, and Beats Audio will always be on as far as I know. They will also both get direct updates from Google, so they'll always be on the current version just like the Nexus devices. So now that we know a little bit more about what the Google devices are, I'll give you my thoughts on them. I really don't know why they are going to exist. If they exist to test the market and see if consumers want a stock version, or at least the ability to have a stock version of Android on these popular devices, then okay, I can kind of see that. But I don't know if this is quite the way to do it, because, which leads me to my second point, not a lot of people I feel are going to go ahead and purchase these devices. People who are going to want a stock Android device and are going to go into the Play Store for that and spend $600+ on that device are probably the same people who are going to know how to root their device and put a custom ROM on it to get that stock experience plus some more. What I do hope though that comes out of this is the ability for us consumers to buy a Galaxy S4 or an HTC One or the next Moto device or Sony or Oppo or whatever device is coming out next and turn off the skin. I hope that they realize that consumers, and if this is what they're going to measure through the sales, if they're going to measure how well these sell and then take from that and say, oh, okay, consumers do want a stock version, I hope that these do sell well then in that case. But bottom line, I hope that they do make available the ability to, when you first turn on your device, pick between stock Android, give consumers a little demo of each one, explaining the differences, or maybe every time you boot, you can make it however you want. You can go in the settings and you want to use stock Android this day. I hope that they do make that available, because that would be so much nicer for consumers, even though that minority would be small who choose to have that stock Android version, since majority of consumers buy the Galaxy S4 for the features and not necessarily for the hardware. Same thing with the HTC One. It would be nice for a small minority of us, though, who are really involved in the Android community and who like to have stock Android, but like it on a different device other than a Nexus. That would just be a nice option. So that was sort of my thoughts just to wrap up. I know it was sort of brief. I try to keep these videos brief for you guys. One, basically, I hope if they are testing this market that they do sell well then, so that consumers can have the option of putting stock Android or having stock Android on their device out the box. Or two, I'm not sure who these devices are if it's not to test. If they are just to please a small minority, I really don't think they're going to sell that well, given what I said about people knowing how to root their Android phone if they're going to know to go into the Play Store and get these devices. But anyway, that's going to pretty much end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe down there, and also leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on Google Edition devices. If you like them, if you don't like them, you don't care, you prefer Nexus, you prefer iPhone, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.